what Nico asked me? He said, "Do you need makeup?" I said, "You fucking crazy. What I need makeup for?" I said, "This is natural."
It's a lot goes into this. It's a lot goes into this. It's not that easy, dog. It's not that easy.
You know, when we were filming this, do you remember that Perfect Physique, that movie?
Yeah.
With the physique guys and
yeah.
with
Arizona, right?
Exactly. It was the other guy was all there. What's the guy? He died in the he got hit by a train.
Oh yeah.
Fitness.
I met him like 2 weeks before that happened.
What was his name?
Yeah, dog. He had a specific name. He had a name.
Craig Plitt. No, was it Craig?
Pritz.
Plitt, something. Yeah. Anyways, we know who we're talking about. So anyway, so we were filming. Every day we were filming, they had to put makeup on us. You know, I was like, why? I said, yeah, because of that. I mean, they literally put makeup on us. I looked in the mirror. I was like, there's no way. Anyway, so we did it every day. We're filming. And one day, I left the fucking gym. I had to go to the bank, and I forgot I had makeup on.
Looking weird.
I swear to God. I went into the bank. I stood there like a Fruit Loop. Man, I didn't realize it until I got home. I was like, oh, damn, I can't believe all these girls saw me with makeup on, man. I mean, like makeup.
Yeah. She's gonna be at the Olympia all week, so if you want to I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna hook you up.
I don't need no makeup, man. This is natural here.
I'll be having bags under my eyes and shit. She be like,
I don't give a fuck. Yeah, let them bags be the bags, man. Gracefully, man. What you trying to hide?
Bags. I'm trying to do this. Everything's good. How's it out there? How's it going?
It's awesome, man. And you had the first show this past Saturday. It was awesome.
You got 2 shows?
Oh yeah, I got more than 2. I got like shit. I got a few.
Out there? No shit.
Yeah. But I had one this past weekend, which was the last regional show.
Whacking people? What are you doing? Whacking people?
Before the pro qualifier this weekend.
Well, they got promoted. You just whack them out and take the show? Like, what are you doing?
No. This is all new NPC shows. There was no NPC before. No, now we start next year. We have 15 shows. Right.
No shit.
Yeah.
I'm about to do the Fiscal Mirror Classic, man. Palm Springs, California.
Oh yeah.
It's in the works. I shouldn't be talking about it, but it's in the works.
Well, then don't talk about it then.
Okay.
Erase
that.
Oh, here we go.
Man, what the hell are you doing?
Who?
This dude connecting an auto.
He's connecting to the audio.
Man, what's that movie with a homeboy from Fast and the Furious? But he had them shades on. But he had them shades on in the other show. They was by himself. He was all quiet, but he had them stupid shades on.
I don't watch a lot of movies. I fall asleep. See, Melvin is the one that can watch movies and don't go to sleep.
Vin Diesel, and he had a show and he had shades on.
Don't hear me.
What are you doing, man?
Talk about movies. Is that Chris? Can you hear me?
Shit eating grin on.
Stop hating on me, man. Look, I bet you
stop it. You don't need no hair.
Don't be bad because I can still grow mine, bro. I got
that shit off.
I admit I'm jealous. So I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Like I'm cutting it off
all the way around.
We ain't having that. It's gonna be hard to have that.
But let me
river running through it.
Hey, let me officially welcome the marvelous Melvin Anthony to the Old School Roundtable. Melvin, what's going on, my man? What's happening? I see you wear glasses. I thought you only need them to read. So now, do you need glasses just to see?
No, I need glasses to read. I'm trying to read this paper right here to get on that Zoom call. I had to download it.
You trying to study? What are you doing?
Yeah, I had to read up to be able to get on the Zoom. I didn't have no Zoom on my computer. It took me 10 minutes.
Oh, so you had to download the Zoom app first?
Yeah. Nico didn't send me nothing with no directions. So I had
he will send you the link. That's all his job is.
He ain't doing nothing. Nico ain't doing nothing more than he ain't supposed to do.
He sent me the link. He sent me the link and said, be on there at 11. And I had my computer said no. Read the tutorial. It took me 10 minutes. That's why I got my glasses on.
It was a different time. I had to double check. I asked Nico, he gonna blow it up and send it back 11 a.m. I'm like, okay, Nico.
He said, make sure you wear a casual attire. I'm like, shoot, that's all I got. I ain't got no suits. The only suit I still got is the one I got from Thailand with Dennis. I still got that suit.
Hey, we both fit in there together now.
What's happening, Mel? We were trying to get you on the show, man. I've been hollering at you about it.
Yeah, you've been on me.
Finally got your ass in here.
Yeah, I had to go to the gym a little bit first. I wasn't about to, I was looking like a soft worm for a little bit, so I had to.
All right, let me ask you this now. Let me ask you this: how much do you weigh right now?
26.
What was it? 226?
226. I know you.
That's your stage weight.
Keep on playing with me. Keep on playing with me, Chris.
I thought you said 126. What?
Look, you're gonna get the lift.
226. Is that about your stage weight?
Yeah. Well, at the USA it was 221. Yeah, so I'm about 6 pounds over that. So yeah, about 226.
So okay. So have you been training or you just started now?
Yeah, this is my 6th week.
So what are you trying? So what are you trying to do? You trying to get back to a certain point, or you just trying to?
I'm trying to get back to a certain point, but I'm trying to get rid of this inner tube, bro. This. I never in my life had no extra fat around my navel. Never, ever. Yeah, that.
Hey, listen. I promise you, we all could stand up right now, pull the shirt up, but we have a competition.
Let's do it.
I know Chris been eating good though.
Chris be talking shit because his shit's still. It's like Chris be talking.
I'm belly rolling on you, motherfucker.
Yeah, you better be glad I didn't steal that belly roll, fool. You need to go and get it up. Let me have it, bro.
Stole everything else.
Yeah, sure, right. I still get. You know what I'm talking about?
Hey, don't have a kid doing it.
Yeah, I still see you doing it, but you gotta have something there. Good. Yeah, I'm just trying to get myself back into some type of shape. So I can, really, come outside and go
to take that title, dog.
Man, they better not play with me with that. Let somebody come with the right, little combination.
The right. You gotta get your damn get back in the game. It's gonna be the right.
Doing. Yeah, I got off that truck, man.
It's gonna be the right.
All right, let's structure this thing here. I have a few questions.
You freestyle it.
Melvin, let's talk about you. You're the special guest on here. I want to get to know what is Melvin up to? What was Melvin up to, and how you doing? Man, tell me whatever you want to say, whatever you want to talk about. We'll bring it up here and we'll talk about.
Why don't we start with the elephant in the room?
What's the elephant in the room?
Yeah, what's the elephant in the room? Yes, see, Chris, how you? Well,
okay,
yeah.
Anyway, listen. Let's do it. Let's do it this way. Melvin was gone for a minute. He's back. Okay. Are you back?
Yeah, I'm back for sure.
All right.
Yeah, I'm back. I've been really working my butt off. On the truck. I learned to got a CDL and started driving on the oil field. So, I did that for a little while. One thing I didn't realize is that being on that truck, running pneumatics, moving aggregate, moving, oil, sand from one place to another. I didn't work out. I haven't worked out in, man, I don't think I've had a good workout since like 2016. So,
really?
Being in that truck, I wasn't doing no cardio. The truck stops are the worst places to eat. Oh my God. So yeah, I lost a lot of muscle. I got to the point where, I didn't really feel good about myself, but, at the same time, I was still, trying to, just make a living. Just be out there like that. So I wasn't working out at all. So now that I'm back in California, I had the opportunity to go back to the gym and I took it. So, 5 days a week, I've been in the gym, trying to, just get myself in some type of shape. I mean, yeah. I think I look worse now than I did in middle school. I hate it. You know what I mean? I hate it. It's terrible. It's terrible.
Hey, listen, one day we're going to have to really do it. One day we all going to have to peel off.
I'm a peel.
And just show the world what we really look like. Because I promise you, and I know I held my shit together for a long time. My shit was always okay.
Always.
But the last 12 months, bro.
Let it grow. Did you let it go?
I don't even shave my fucking hair no more.
Oh, yeah, you just like a big old, bear, don't you?
Bro, my waist is wider than my fucking back.
Yeah.
And don't let them, hey, I tell people all the time, don't let the clothes, when I wear clothes, fool you. That shit look good in clothes.
Yeah.
But you taking my shit off no more.
But people nowadays don't even know that people look good and big in their clothes. You take them off, it's a different story. I never was worried about the guy that looked great in clothes. I was like, I look like a little basketball player in clothes. Once I take that shirt off, it's too late. It's too late. I don't know how you beat you.
I would.
You know what? Chris was kind of like that
I
too.
would paint some definition. I would have to paint some definition.
Be in the gym though, so you got a little head start. So yeah. Watch out.
Chris is him all day, every day.
He be working out and eating good, eating steaks and lobsters, and going all these high-end restaurants.
That's just because I got a thing, man. I got a foodie thing going, and I was pissed off. I was pissed off my whole life, and I'm saying I'm gonna eat. When I retire, I'm gonna eat. I don't give a shit.
I remember you used to say that. I remember you used to say that.
I said I was like, I'm 15, going to bed with holding my stomach at night. I gotta wrestle this week. No, man. Then I started bodybuilding too. I was like, at least
type of diet.
I felt different in bodybuilding. At least I get to eat. But wrestling, I wasn't really eating. I was just trying to cut that weight. You're in shape, but you still got to lose 15 pounds by Wednesday. So it's that type of thing. So I said, when I retire, I'm going to eat. I'm going to eat.
But you still have the appetite though, right?
Yeah. I don't eat like I used to.
I can't.
How many times do you eat a day?
For me?
Yeah.
3 meals. 3 meals. If it's a good day, I get 4 in, but small, really tiny meals. My meal is literally 100 grams of meat or whatever it is, and a cup of rice.
Okay.
I see you eat dainty.
Yeah, eat like a bird. No, I don't really. Yeah, I don't eat the way I used to. That's for sure. I don't really eat red meat anymore. I've been trying to, get with the plant-based stuff. I've been trying that since 19. It's
So
tough.
you're doing what? Plant-based diet now?
Yeah, I've been eating like that since 2019.
So no more meat.
I will eat a chicken here and there. I'll eat fish here and there, but I'm really trying to get all the way over it, where I'm not eating. You see me, Chris.
You ain't eating no gumbo. You ain't eating no collard greens.
No pork chip, no hot wings, none of that. No, I try not to. I try to take care of myself. I'm trying to just see if I can do it without it, because I was so. Oh, what was the question? Over the years,
why did you switch to plant? Why?
Pardon me?
Why did you switch to plant-based diet?
I switched to plant-based because I wanted to see how my body would react to it as far as my health. When I got out of bodybuilding, I had real high cholesterol, like really high, and I couldn't get the bad one up, and I couldn't get the bad one down and the good one up. As soon as I really gave up the red meat, all my levels, went back to normal. And it could have been the subs, it could have been, that could have been part of it. But I wanted to really try to really get my protein from plants. I started doing research with the Dr. Savvy stuff and all that, and I started having sea moss. I've been eating sea moss, man, since 19, and it's got its benefits. Gives you all the minerals, the 92 minerals of the 102 minerals available that your body needs to be in optimum condition. So the meat, when I started figuring out, I started doing this research about, okay, when you eat meat, it doesn't really come out of your system overnight. Yes, you can push protein into your body. Yes, you can push it into the muscle and all that, but there's still residuals of it into your intestines that take a while to get through your body. So they say that while that process is happening, that the food rots. So I was like, you know what, let me give it up and see what happens. So I did that for about 6 months at first, and I went and got my test. You get your blood work done and all that. My cholesterol level, my high one was up there. Free testosterone was up. All my levels were good. So I said, okay, I'm gonna stick with it for a while.
So you did no meat for 6 months?
No meat.
Okay,
I got my protein from garbanzo beans, chickpeas, getting it from plant-based products.
Yeah, but how much protein do you eat a day? Well, it's a funny question because
it's a funny. that's where I was having the issue. I wasn't able to, you know how they say, you know, your animal protein, you try to eat 1.8 grams per pound of lean body mass, right? It's difficult to get it from plants. It's a lot of, man, and I still haven't found the right, I guess the right how do you say, I haven't been able to do it yet. I've only been able to get like 120, 130 grams, you know, per my pound of body weight, but it's a lot of food. And then the carbohydrates a little higher because garbanzo beans, even though it's a low starch, it's still high in carbohydrates. So I'm trying to watch to see what my body does. That's why I said, well, let me add the training back in to see how my body changes. Because if it don't work the way I want it, you know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go back to that meat. So I'm gonna give it a shot. But you know,
I was about to say,
no vegans, no vegetarians.
But people flip flop back and forth on that shit all the time.
Yeah, you know, so I'm trying to.
You know what? To be honest, I tried it. I watched this Netflix. What was it? This one time they had this about plant-based.
I did. I watched
that, and you know what? And then I put a post up saying that, you know, I might give this a try. That's it. And then I had the guy in the movie, the guy that used to be a fighter.
Yeah.
I had him DM me. He DM'd me and he told me that, yeah, you should try and blah, blah, blah. But then there was another videos where they talked, you know, the total opposite, saying that's not true. At the end of the day, I tried. I think I lasted like a day and a half.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. I lasted a day and a half, and I was like,
"No, you got to try 30 days because you got to keep it down." They say you have to let it get out of your system. So once I stopped eating it, on that 6 months, when I tried to eat a piece of steak, it made me sick. So you know, it gets to a point where your body assimilates the proteins in a certain way, and then when you try to add that animal protein back in there, stomach didn't like it.
Hey, you trying to tell me you pass the fucking in and out and you'll never look at it?
Oh, I be smelling it now. I be smelling it. But I look, you got to tell yourself no. You got to treat it like, you got to treat food like Debo. You got to treat that food like when you smell it, you want some of this old man, you got to say no. And you got to just keep rolling. If I put it there, it's a wrap. So I'm learning to, you know, try to avoid it. You know, I'm smelling, you know, butter, popcorn, and, you know, and steak.
Hey, man. So, hey, when did you finish did you retire or did you just walk away? What'd you do?
I walked away. I didn't get a chance to do all that, you know, go on the stage and say my last goodbye. None of that. I just walked away.
You can still do it.
It would be a different process. Number one, it would, I don't know how my body would react to that. You know, me being 52. You know, I know I look young. You know, my butter melts slow, but I don't know about all that. I have been watching some of these guys talk about coming in. I'll do this and I'll come in. I'm gonna win masses. And I just sit back and I giggle because, you know me, I get to talking. If I start talking, I'm gonna have to do something about it. So I try not to say anything.
That's what I was about to say. I mean, the Masters next year in 2023, the Masters Olympia.
Play with me like that. You know,
and listen, you can go on there, do what you do, and just retire off stage.
That's a whole 365 days of pounding. You know what I'm talking about?
But think about it. Your body is rested for how long?
For about 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 6 years.
Dennis, who's gonna watch his ass at night? That's what I want to know.
Everybody. Look,
who you gonna hire for that job? Because shit, your ass gonna be working.
Hey, you know what you gotta do?
Don't think for one, see, Chris, now that you done brought that up with your shit talking ass. Look, at the end of the day, I remember, you know what I'm saying? There ain't nothing changed now. I can still get all the way down. Like there's none of that changed at all. I can still blow these dudes out the water.
I got the injuries and shit, but if you don't have the injuries, I would do it. Shit,
I don't have no injuries like that.
Hey, he just got to be somewhere else other than his own house. He's gonna have to stay with somebody.
Yeah, you know, I like to see that. You're gonna go on the cheating stuff. See, I'm gonna get Chris about that.
Hey, you're plant-based. You be eating them bean pies or something.
No, not from the Muslims. No, them bean pies will tear you up now. And you know, you guys always talk about cheating. I keep hearing y'all talk about Milos, all that, talk about cheating. Listen, everybody cheats.
No,
look. You cheat too. Don't you lie?
You know, when I cheated, it was because I wanted to cheat. It was necessary, but I never cheat because I couldn't stop myself from eating.
Yeah. See, I'm on different types. See, I can't, if I get in there, I'm like crack. Like I hit that sugar. I'm off to the races for a couple of days. You better go find my ass. Look, listen, you better hunt me down because I'm gonna get all the way in there until I'm full and sick.
I found out after the fact that you used to wake up in the middle of the fucking night.
Look, that
you
happened.
Heard me say it.
I heard you say it. Look, my wife can look. My ex-wife say what she want to say. She told it. Like, listen.
Are you saying it's not true?
I didn't say it wasn't true, though. I said, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. You ever see that movie? You ever see that movie Sixth Sense? Look, I wake up in the middle. I wake up and like, look over there. She be asleep, right?
Yeah.
2:30 in the morning. I kind of nudge her to see if she move around, because my wife was a watchdog at the time, man. She was a beast. She didn't move. I slide out, get them keys. You gotta reach over. She's put the keys on her side, get them keys. Go right out the door. There was a 7-Eleven down the street. Ooh, they got them fresh donuts. You know what I mean? I go get that. Yeah, they got that chocolate donut. I get that chocolate donut, and I had a process. Everybody that knows me, that really knows me, you can't say you my friend if you don't know this about me. I have a process when I eat my sugar. I'll get that cake and I warm it up in that microwave. I had to be real quiet. I got 7 weeks out. I got to be real quiet. I hit that microwave, make that ding noise. But if you hold the button, the door pop out and don't ding. I don't know if you do that or not. So I'll pop that thing out and put that chocolate donut, get it ready when the icing just starts to melt. And I had it at Haagen-Dazs, and I would take 2-3 scoops out of that thing and then throw it in the trash. You know what I'm saying? Outside, under the dog poop, so I can't get it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't too many times. I mean, one time I did go back and get it, but I would put that on top of a little ice cream, put the ice cream on the donut, and I would just eat it downstairs, and then I slide and get back into bed. Didn't know the whole time she knew I did it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I had them moments. Did you
really grab that cake out of the trash and ate it?
Out of whose trash? Chris's? Hell yeah, I got it.
Look, out of whose trash?
See, Chris tends to forget stuff. See, Chris always be talking shit, but he be forgetting stuff. So this is what happened. So this is he said, if we train hard, you do this for 4 weeks. This is a thing in 97. That's why I can't believe you forgot Ken Brown's sorry behind name, because I'm like, I didn't even know where he came from. Right. So he said, after we finish training, you do this for 4 weeks. Stay at my house. I was at your house. He was like, we gonna go after we train. And let me check your body fat and everything. And we're going to go down the street and we're going to go over there to the Kookaroos and you can pick whatever you want. And I was like, anything? He said, anything. Get whatever you want. You get 2 pieces of cake. I said, because I can't, I don't know if I want chocolate, I want lemon. I don't know. He said, well, get them both. We walked down the street. Remember, we walked on down there.
Yeah.
I was so happy he did this. I'll tell you right now, my little shoulders moving. I got the cake, went back to his house. I ate my little protein meal, got my meal in. He said, go ahead, knock it out, man. But after you done, right? Make sure you don't want no more. But see, he don't know what I'm thinking. I'm like, man, shoot, I'm going to be done for now, but I know it's going to hit me 2 o'clock in the morning. That's usually my vampire time. So Chris let me eat it. I took half of the chocolate. I took half of the lemon cake. He like, what you doing? I said, I'm going to put this shit together. So I put it together on a plate, put the ice cream on there, heated it up, and I ate it. He said, you done? I said, yeah, I'm done. So he said, I'm about to go to bed. You sure you done? So Chris had some spaghetti. Like his dad used to make him spaghetti in this big old bowl, right? He had some leftover spaghetti. So Chris put it in the trash can and then dumped the spaghetti on top of the cake, right? And then pushed it down in the trash can and went to bed.
Out there and I'm like, man, this damn cake is 8.
Look, did it. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, bro. My vampire woke me up. I looked around.
Put some food on top of it.
Yeah, I went out there and got me a hanger out of his closet. I got me a little hanger and dug it out the trash can. I said, I got the other piece of cake and I ate it, not knowing that the crumbs from the trash can went to the counter. And I wasn't paying attention. I went back to sleep with a sugar high. Chris get up in the morning. What the fuck, man? What the hell, man? Did you eat that cake? I was like, what you talking about? He said, man, come on, bro. Did you go back in the trash can and eat the cake? I was like, man, I couldn't help it. He's like, man, I knew I should have took that shit outside and went downstairs, threw it in the dumpster outside.
I was mad.
It's funny though.
I'm like, man.
How did you know? You were looking for the cake your damn self.
No, Chris came outside and saw the crumbs on the counter that went to the trash can.
Oh, so
I didn't clean the counter off. So since I didn't clean the counter off, he called me. Man, now you're going to go do an hour extra cardio, dummy.
That was in 97?
97. Yeah.
Oh, shit. We're talking forever ago.
Yeah, Chris, yeah. He said, man, I got to watch you, man. What's this? Sugar in me has always been my problem. you know. But when it got close and when it kind of came time to really nail it,
yeah,
I
you
did what I had
remember
to do.
what year it was? We came right back to Arizona after the Olympia, and we ate for a whole week. 2000. Wait, was it 2008?
2008.
I think it was. I don't remember. It was after the Olympia. We came back to Arizona. And we ate for a whole fucking week. We went to eat.
2008. 2000.
We both gained like 50 pounds.
At least. At least.
You drove back to California and called 911 on yourself.
What?
I thought I was dying. I thought I was dead.
I did that before.
I got there down there, and the dude. I told Dennis. I said, I think I almost died, bro. Ambulance people came to get me from the house.
And then what they tell you? It was gas.
No, it was gas, and he said my cells weren't the water cells that you have in your body weren't filling up. So all the water and Gatorade I was drinking, it wasn't filling up in my cells, so I was getting more and more dehydrated. Hell yeah, I thought I was dead. I said, that's it for me. I won't go into the upper room. Thought I was gone, bro. 2008.
Hey, I got a funny Melvin story. This shit is funny as hell. So, you know, I met Melvin. I met you through my cousins, Rock and Kevin.
Rock, my fraternity brother, Rock Dorsey. That's right.
Like I just out of the blue, they called me on the phone one day. He's like, "Yo, hey man, your boy Melvin stood up with us today, man. You know, some stuff happened, whatever. Some old stuff happened from back in the day. And then yeah, man. He said he didn't believe you was my cousin. He said he wanted to holler at you, man. I said, okay. So I got on the phone with Melvin, chopped it up. Yeah, I'll meet you up, man. Come down here. I'm in Orange County. I'm living in Fountain Valley at the time, training at the Powerhouse Gym. Yeah, I said, tell him to come down here. I'm going to be at this show this weekend. So Melvin came over there. He said, oh, yeah, man. You know, we was talking, chopping it up. So, yeah, man, you know, he wanted to do the cow. So I'm like, yeah, let's do the cow. You know, let's, you know, come down here. We do some training, do some posing, you know, get you ready. You went and did the cow, right? Did the cow.
What year are we talking right now?
1996. Oh, okay. 96.
90, are you sure? No, 95.
1996.
Bro, I was on the camera 1995 when we did the road to Olympia, and I said, hey.
Anybody that wins the Cal goes pro. That was 96.
Yeah, it's 95. 96, I did the Olympia. It was a whole nother look. I was depressed in 96. I know that.
Yeah, that was 96 because I had those.
No, it's not.
It was either 95 or 96. Fuck it. Who cares? Let's 96.
It's 95, dog. Come on, man.
All I know is your cousin I thought was full of shit.
It's my story. So, so then he won the cow. I put him on video. I think it was. It may have been
Battle for the Olympia. Battle for the Olympia.
Chris, I saw that one. You had him on the Battle of the Olympia.
Battle for the Olympia.
I had a tank top on, a white beater on. I was posing. I just know in 96 I looked like shit. I know 95 I look good. So that's this thing of 95. But so Melvin, you know, he's been like a little brother type guy, right? You know, so Melvin, you know, he got up, he went against you. He had lost at USA.
That was later. That was 2 years later.
I know, because my story is gonna go later.
Okay.
My story. So, you know, but then, you know, Melvin, you know, he got his pro card. I think I think you got your first thing with whatever club. Who'd you
First day was 97.
Nutrition. You started with a nutrition company and
I don't remember what company that was.
Oh, stop it.
I don't.
You don't know what companies you signed with. Okay, never mind. Never mind.
I think the very first one. The very first one might have been.
It's probably not.
The very first one I think might have been Iron Tech. I'm not, but Twin Lab. One of them might have been Twin Lab.
Iron Tech.
I believe it. He don't remember. I believe it.
Anyway, okay. So then, you know, things happen. You know, he started. We didn't train for a long time. He was training elsewhere, doing whatever. Right?
Where are you going, Chris? I know where you're going. You open that. Okay, Dennis. Okay, go ahead. Open that can. I'm gonna get your ass. Go ahead.
People always ask how I got here. I was willing to work just a little harder than everyone else. Every damn day. If I can have hundreds of hours back, you know I'm gonna grab them. Spending hours prepping chicken, rice, and vegetables, F that. I rely on perfect nutrition. I rely on trifecta.
This funny as shit though, Dennis. Listen, so we compete at the Arnold, I think, and then we got this San Francisco show, right? This shit's funny as shit. So I just, so I'm backstage. I see Melvin there pumping up.
Is he competing?
Yeah, we both about to compete.
What show?
I think it was a
San Francisco. We did the Iron Man first.
Oh, you fat. So you literally just now went from 95 to a different year.
Yeah.
He went from 95 all the way to.
I was saying, yeah, but this is how I felt like he was like my little brother. Then his britches got real big on him, real quick. You remember his britches got big, Dennis?
Get your ass. Let me get you. Yeah, go ahead.
You know, I'm trying to stop the fool from eating cake out the trash one day. The next day, he trying to pull up on me and shit. I'm like, damn, dog. Now you trying to pull up on me, okay? So they called me up. I think Dexter was in that show, and I think Jay Cutler was in that show.
It was.
Yeah, so we got a call out. They call me out there. Boom, boom, boom. We compete doing quarter turns. There's a bunch of quarter turns or something at that time. So, but then they call me up in the middle. They call somebody else to my left. I don't remember. Who do they call up next?
Craig Titus.
Next side, Melvin Anthony. I'm standing there. I'm like, okay, the homie's coming up here. Dennis, he stepped up beside me. Clank. So I've been waiting for this whole.
I bumped him, Dennis.
Like he's about to handle his motherfucking business on me. I was like, I looked at him like, bro, he literally said that to me. I've been waiting for this my whole life. Like I'm about to rip your ass apart up in here. Bro, we did our thing. Came up, Melvin's like, they said, he was
back in line.
He said, let me do it. He said, Chris Cormier, back in line, such and such, take his place. I went, see you later.
Faggot.
I saw his nostrils just going.
I was so mad. I was so mad. I was mad.
You pull up on me like that, dog.
What year was it?
2001. Nigga, it was
today.
I think in 2001 because we did the Iron Man first. Chris won, and I was coming out. You know,
that had to be that I was there too. Then
you were. Look, 2001.
I think I didn't compete though. I think I didn't compete. That was 2001 after the Arnold.
Yeah, the Arnold. So I did the Iron Man, went to the Arnold, then came from the Arnold. All the Arnold came back to the San Francisco was the last one.
That's so when Jay was on. Jay was me and Jay and Dexter was there, and he was like rubbing our stomachs or some shit.
Okay, right, guys. You guys going to mix this up with different years. 2001, Jay wasn't there.
No,
so Jay. Jay
wasn't in the Arnold in 2001.
It might have been 2003, though.
It might have been 2003 then. So
it was after I've been through some shit. I know I've been through some shit.
2003, I think Jay did the Arnold too. I mean, I did the Iron Man. So I was second to Jay at one of those at the Iron Man.
I think it was 2003.
2003. And that's when I think Flex did the Iron Man. Yeah, he did the Iron Man.
But anyway.
He got me. See you later. I was so mad. You
thought you finally arrived, huh?
Finally got
take this fool out.
Yeah.
You was like,
okay. Well, since you want to open up a can of worms.
It's funny shit.
No, my story now. So I'm gonna get your ass. I'm gonna get you now. Okay.
Oh well. Hey, what about when you graduated?
No, it's my turn.
What about when you graduated cosmetology school? You had the blonde hair, remember?
It was like
Hey,
they was telling.
Hey,
I blow my hair.
you remember when Melvin he dyed his hair blonde? He put them blue contacts in. And I asked,
Yeah.
I
You
asked
thought
him,
it was his eyes.
I'm like, no. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? He said, hey, this is Melvin's words. I quote, "They gonna call me the golden boy."
I had all those youngsters dyeing their hair blonde because of Cisco. But look, I remember since you and talk, we was going to Hungary. Remember we was going to Hungary? We was on that plane. He said, and I was always the recon man. We was sitting back there with Dennis. And I was like, I'm finna go up there. I don't know how Chris got that seat way up in the front. Chris is always getting his free stuff. He up in the front with Samir and all them. I was like, Dennis, I'll be right back. He was like, where are you going? Remember? I said, I'll be right back. I went up in the front. And all the stewardess was passing out Haagen-Dazs ice cream. And Chris ate some. I was like,
hey, I was chilling, man.
Chris was eating it. I said, I saw that. I looked, I ran back there and I said, Dennis, you gonna get him today. You gonna get his ass today. Look, you gonna get his ass. Look. Look. I said, Dennis, he's like, no, man, I don't know, man. Chris is always ready. I said, that boy's up there playing. He up there eating cookies. He up there eating Haagen-Dazs. And Dennis did not believe me. I said, bro, wait till we get this show. You're going to get him. Just don't say nothing. Because I know one thing about Chris. If he sleep, you better not wake Chris up.
Yeah, some old
Dennis gets.
I didn't know y'all plotting on me. Plotting on my demise.
Yes, sir. So we get to the show. Dennis is warming up. Dennis was on swole. I think Dennis was like, what, that 260 something?
No,
Rip.
I wasn't that heavy, in the 50s.
I wasn't ready for that one. I know.
I ran back to him.
Chris was probably in the 60s that day.
He looked like he was in the 60s. He looked like he was in the 60s. I said, Dennis, man, trust me. I'm your boy. You believe me? You trust me? Dennis was like, yeah, man, I trust you. I said, you're going to beat his ass today. Kick his ass. And then I don't know, just kick his ass. So as soon as he did it, and the winner is Dennis James. I looked over at Dennis, look at me. I was like, I told you.
I was like, what?
Yeah, what? What? Exactly. So I know Chris. Look, if anybody will tell you, whoever can find Chris anywhere, I know Chris, how he get down. I know when he's ready to look. In his mind, he was jacked up. I said, Dennis, we go to this next show, you get him again. Just don't say nothing. Because right now you done mess his head up, right? So we in the elevator. And Dennis couldn't hold it.
We was on our way to Australia then.
We was on our way to Australia. I said, Dennis, you can get him again. He was like, I don't know, man. It might have been a fluke. I said, trust me, you can get him again. Just don't say nothing. So he couldn't hold it.
Dennis?
No, let me tell you what you said. So Chris, we all got the elevator together. Oh, I can tell Chris's nose is flaring up now. I'm looking over at Chris, and they said, you my dog, and Dennis is my dog. I'm like, you know what? I can't get in the middle, but I'm happy for Dennis. Dennis is looking at you with that smile. And Chris says, yeah, we got another week. And Dennis looked at you and said, and I'm going to beat you again. I was like, what you tell that boy that for? I look at you.
I don't even remember that.
Dennis said, I'm going to get you.
But listen,
Dennis said, I'm going to get you again.
As soon as I hit the ground over there in Australia, I was like, oh, yeah, it's on, bro.
I knew it. So I told Dennis, I was like, tell him at the elevator. He's like, I don't know, man. I'm on a roll. I was like, yeah.
I told Tony.
Woke this boy up.
I told Tony, I was like, bro.
Yeah, turned it around.
I have my shit ready. I'm coming in. I was in that gym twice a day, dog, the whole week. I'm like, I put my little rhythm on, did my training, cardio, fast cardio training. Then I ate, and then I tanned, ate again.
I don't know what you did. All I know, when you came on that show, I said,
but I gotta say this. I'm happy, Chris, that I was able to get the best out of you.
You got it too. Yeah, you got it. You eat it like that. You just couldn't. I don't understand why Dennis said anything. Like I was like, all he had to say was say nothing. Like we'll see.
That was my first pro win, man. That was my first. My head right up.
Yeah. Can you say? I was
listen, Melvin. I really don't even remember saying this to Chris. I don't recall this. But if you say it, I believe it. I might have said it. Maybe I did.
Yeah.
Anyway,
when I got there. I tell him about the turn these tables.
Melvin knows because there was no rivalry between me and Chris. To be honest, it's just I'm trying to catch up. We both trying to catch up because you remember we went to the to the Ironman. What year was it? 2001. We went together to the Ironman. Watch Chris. He won the Ironman. That's the year. I think it was it the year he beat Flex?
Yeah.
No, that was 2000.
That was 2000.
I won 99, 2000, 2001.
Yeah, but 2000 is where you beat Flex on the Ironman.
Yeah.
Me and Melvin, we went there together to watch. And I remember when you came out, and I told you that before, you came out and you did your mandatories, and then you walked back off the stage, and while you walked back, you pointed at me in the audience. That's where that shit started. That started everything for me.
You said you pointed at me.
Yeah.
You don't remember that, Melvin? You don't remember
I remember. I was like, what is he? Oh, man, it's...
Why you want to call me out? I'm not even on stage.
He knew it. Then the commentator gonna get on there and says, yes, we have Dennis James and Melvin Anthony, and they stand up, and I was just like, ooh, who?
And then we peeled off too. We peeled off too. I didn't
we peeled off.
That was the time it was. It was like anybody can get it. I don't care. Anybody can get it.
But then, that was the mentality back then. We all were comrades. But when it came to that stage, man, I'm
trying to come where everybody said.
Just to say this one more time, Chris, because you pointed at me. That was like literally a week before the Arnold.
Yep.
Yeah. You pointed at me. I had to beat you 2 weeks later just for that.
And you got him too. I told you gonna get him. I remember when I first met Dennis, John Brown always had us training. We was always training for the guy we never saw because we didn't have no social media. We didn't have no Instagram. We didn't have any of that. We just heard through the grapevine that this person, this and that. And I came in the gym. I remember I was with K-Swole. I think, Chris, you had already went to do your thing with me, K-Swole, Chubbo, Richard Farley, and some other dude. And all I do is saw this light-skinned dude across the gym.
Guy, the other dude, what's his name?
I don't remember. We had about 5 of us together.
Yeah, but I didn't know. I knew who you were because you placed third the year before.
Yeah, I walked in that gym.
That was leading up to the USA's back in '98.
Yeah, for '98, you come up in the gym and see this big old light skinned dude with big old shoulders, and Chubbo's like, "Hey man, that's that dude they was talking about, man. That Dennis dude." I was like, "What dude?" I looked across that gym. I see that big boy. I was like, "Hey, check this out." I said, "Chubbo, I'm finna walk over there and shake his hand now. I'm gonna go. You better size me up. You tell me the truth now. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Tell me the truth." So we came in like a pack of wolves, So you was over there talking to Charles Glass. I eased up on you. I said, "Hey, how you doing, man? I heard about you, man. You Dennis James, right? Yeah. I'm Melvin Anthony." I shook your hand. I went shoulder to shoulder, and I stood there. I looked over my shoulder. I do it on their face. They was looking at me like. I walked back over and I said, "Chubba, what you think?" He said, "Oh, man, you got to fight that nigga right there." Okay, that's like big. I said, "What you mean?" I'm like, "What you mean?" You got to fight here. What you mean? I didn't understand because it never happened to where a person comes from somewhere you've never seen before. That I'm the favorite. How is this dude gonna come from over? Nah, I wasn't worried about it until we got to that damn show. Well, we go to that damn prejudgment.
I remember when at the weigh-ins the day before. I remember I weighed in at 232. You stepped on scale after me. You were 228.
228.
And I remember, and I didn't want to be mean. I just thought I wanted to help. I don't know why. Well, I told you, so you should suck down to 225 and make heavyweight.
Yeah, make heavyweight.
That was the first year they introduced the super heavies.
Yeah.
And you in chat like, nah. We stay right there. We stay right there.
Look at that boy.
And the industry, I understand, because if you don't beat me in the super heavies, you won't beat me. I'm not
gonna beat you in the overall. Exactly. Right. I remember going out there, man. I went back. I told Case, man, this bull back there talking crazy to me, man. What do you say? Oh, he talking about I should go down and weight, man. What do you think he is, man? I was bad. I was upset. Like, upset. How dare he? He got us out there.
My goal literally was to hopefully make it into the top 6. I had no plans on winning the USAs.
Oh, I wasn't worried about nobody else. Even John was like, "Oh yeah, you got to fight that nigga. Yeah, you remember I told you about that? I trained you for this your whole career. That's what I trained you for. You better go out there and get him." So every shot, I was trying to kill you. Every shot, you was trying to kill me. I was trying to get forward, step forward.
I was just happy that I was in the first call out.
But they said it was a one. Then it says a 1 point difference though.
It was a tie. It was a straight. They had both the exact same amount of points. So I remember coming off the stage, and I remember. Look, I'm gonna tell you this, and I was already mad at Dennis because he had what he said, you know. So we come off the prejudging, and they say, "Hey, Dennis, James, Melvin, Anthony, we need to see you one more time." Now I was on one side of the piano, and that nigga was on the other side of the piano, and both of us was tired. And I was looking at that boy like a dog, like, "You first." He's like,
no. You don't. You see, you're forgetting something now.
What am I forgetting?
Remember, I was backstage cramping.
Yeah, you was cramping. I was happy as hell too.
Before they called us out again for supposedly a tiebreaker, I was cramping, and you were like, "Yeah, I hope that
nigga died." I said, "Look, I hope he died." Look, Dick Chris, I was like, "I hope he died." Like, I hope he don't make it back out there.
I hope you die.
I hope he died.
Give us some potassium.
Oh, he was cramping bad. I remember that, and I walked out. Come on, guys. Can you just
CJ Suits? She was putting chips in my mouth. She kept putting salted chips in my mouth. That saved me.
Yeah, saved him. He's like, "Come on, just one more time. Can you come out there one more time?"
Dennis did look impressive when he came to goal that day. I got to tell you, I was like,
"Yeah, he did." You didn't say nothing to me.
Like, who the hell is that? Like,
yeah.
And then you just showed up.
The funny thing was that I still, to this day, I was like, tiebreaker. Then tell me this.
Never happened.
If it was a tiebreaker, if it really was a tie, why would they give it to me?
Well,
first USA's. You the favorite. You're the man. You're in California.
Yeah, there's the only guy that came in my backyard when I had the you know, I've never really been a front runner to come and take it from me like that. It messed me up, man. You sent me into retirement.
But still, trying to explain to me why would they give it to me and not to you?
Well, I don't know. I think you were better that day.
Let me tell you this. I just think your upper body, you know, it reminded people more like
LeBron.
So they like that look already. Melvin took him a little bit to get to that level. Let me tell you a funny thing about Melvin again. Melvin used to come with me a lot of places. I'd take his ass up to Weeder with me all the time. Right? Dennis.
Chris, don't.
Yes.
Come on, Chris.
Yes. This your coming in party. People got to know the real history of what happened and how it was, you know? So I brought Melvin up there, right? I'm like, Melvin about to win the USA. He about to be he gonna be an IB pro. You'll see. Man, they start busting up.
In my face, Dennis.
Right in front of his face.
In my face.
Writers was laughing out
Peter
loud.
McGuff, Chris Lund,
They thought I said the funniest. Hey,
they laughed in my face.
They thought I said the funniest shit in the world. What was his name? Silver Fox. And
Silver Fox. They all laughed in my face.
Dennis, they was rolling when I said
laughing. Like
I was like, I'm serious. You'll see. And
then Chris Lund goes, "Bloody hell, Melvin, you're bringing these amateurs. You think this amateur's going to do anything? Who is this guy? I mean, what's your name again?" Oh, man, he laughed in my face. I was like, "Chris, why did you bring me in here, man?" Just laughing in my face, bro. Well, you better show him.
I'm trying to bring him through the door, man. I say, "Hey, they laughed at you, but they're gonna be writing about you. You'll see." And they, sure enough, you know, it took
Chris Lund
to that time, but yeah, there was photographing him and doing all that, but they didn't believe in at first. Like, they didn't believe in me either. Not them, but people was always naysayers about what my ability
now
was.
it's my story time. I got a story for you. So
give me one.
So I beat him in 98, right? So
man.
So at 99, I remember it was early 99. It was already like January.
It was like 5 months before the show.
Yeah, January, February. I called Melvin. I was like, "Hey man, how you doing, man? You getting ready?" Because I was thinking he was getting ready because when you think's close, I mean, third, second, there's only one place left. He asked if I'm done, man. I'm done.
He was always trying to tap out.
I said, "Listen, come on, man." You know, so I said, "Listen, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna bring you to Thailand. So I'm gonna bring you here. You're gonna guest post." Brand. So, I thought it was a funny story. I can say this story because it's so long ago. It was 1999. so I fly him into Thailand, right? So I'm standing at the airport. I'm waiting for Melvin to come out. Melvin came out of the fucking airport, and the first thing he said, "Yo, man, I got $150."
Good Lord.
And what did you tell me? Well, that's gonna go a whole lot of way. Well, go a long way over here.
No, I said, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. So we went to a fortune teller, to one of them real fortune tellers. Oh. And it was a funny thing because we went there and he read Melvin's cards. He did not know Melvin. He didn't know me. He never seen me. I had never been with him. But it was literally the first time. So we go there and he lays his cards and he goes, "You're going to win something." I don't remember exactly how he put it.
He said, "Win something big.
You're going to win something big." And then Melvin, like, "Is it the pro card?" He said, "Yeah, some competition." He couldn't really exactly pinpoint what it is, but something big that he's working for. So, and that was, I guess, that was it for him to be fired up to go.
Oh, he said a lot more than that. He said a lot more than that because remember, Sin was translating, and he says, "But there's something that you have to move. You have to make a choice." And I was like, "What is he talking about?" He says, "There's a girl, there's a woman."
Yeah, so you got to leave her. You got to leave.
He said, "If you don't leave her, you will not win. You know, she's bad for you." And I'm like, "What does she look like?" And I told she asked somebody. He says, blonde girl, nice, tall. And I went, "Ooh, I know exactly who he's talking about." He says, "If you do not cut the cord, you won't win." I did exactly that. Yes, he was correct.
Hey, you know, I took Milos there too one year.
That dude was, I don't know who he was talking about.
I took Milos there. He put the cards down, and the first card he flipped over, he said, "Whoever it is, you got to leave her."
That dude was a beast. That guy, I will never forget what he said.
I'm going to bring it up next week when Milos is on. I'm going to bring this story up because it was so funny, man. It was so funny.
Hey,
so
that show was crazy though that I posed for, man. I didn't realize there were so many like fans like that. I thought it was just gonna be regular old contest. I brought my bet.
Mel, are you married now?
No.
You single? You have a girlfriend there? No. Okay, so we can talk about it. Melvin was so funny, you know. He was basically that one year. I think wasn't for the Ironman or what year it was. He came out, and he wanted to go out to the clubs, of course, you know. And I didn't want to go out because I was dieting, so I sent him out with a couple of people. And Melvin was out there. He was out in the clubs, fucking posing, you know. And he was this, you know. The girls would, you know. Chris, you been to Thailand?
Yeah.
So you know, so the girls come up and Melvin. This is Melvin's thing, you know. Melvin, nothing. He ain't paid for nothing. He's like this. Hey, California. I can get you out of here.
I can get you out of here.
It worked. They're talking about. I don't know how you get these girls to come over. I had a girl. No, I had some girl come over to the house, right? Then it's like, how do you get these girls come over here on a moped? Because Sin wasn't happy. She's like, "There's some lady outside on the moped." I said, "Oh, that's for me." Dennis, I need $20. Look, I need $20. Dennis gave me $20. Where you going? I said, "I don't know. She's gonna take me somewhere." He said, "Man, ain't that girl from over there at that club? How you be getting these girls to come over here?" I said, "Dennis, all I tell him is, they ask me where I'm from. I say, Hollywood. You know where they make movies? Yeah. I can get you out of here now." It's like, what? It's like a bite every time I heard. I had a good time.
You know who did a similar thing? Curly Top. Curly Top was giving out T-shirts.
Man, Curly is not a good wingman.
There was girls running around with Topomania shirts for years.
Yeah.
Kept calling us Chocolate Man. They you Chocolate Man. So they don't know how to say black people.
So what made you decide to stop competing though? Because you just disappeared. You had a good run. All of a sudden, you start placing top fives, and then next thing you know, Melvin disappeared from the stage.
You were supposed to carry the torch, man.
nobody really ever understood why Melvin, because you were at your peak when it comes to competing. What was the reason for you saying, okay, I quit?
Well, I actually, to be honest, I'm gonna be very honest. I didn't want to spend my own money.
Right.
So it got to a point where they were making transitions with Muscle Tech, these other companies, looking at younger guys getting 2-for-1s. You know, they get these young guys for nobodies or somebody that's just coming up in the ranks.
Yep.
They basically took my money and didn't re-sign my 100 and whatever thousand and split it between two of the athletes, thinking that was better to get quantity and not quality. So that was I said, well, I'm not, well, you know, wait, why don't you just do one more contest and then we'll see how it goes. I was like, nah, I ain't finna, nope. That was it for me. I was like, I'm not gonna pay, you know, the money I was spending to get ready for a show to man myself. I wasn't gonna do that.
What was the last show you competed in?
It was in Australia with Dexter. We went to New Zealand and Australia and competed.
So that was right after the Arnold. So what year was that?
2010.
2010.
Yeah.
Wait. No, there had to be another show because you did the Phoenix.
I did a Phoenix. I did Phoenix 2010. Then I went from there to the overseas. I went to Australia. From Australia, I went to New Zealand. From New Zealand, I didn't come back. Yeah, that was my last show. And Dexter was telling me that Dexter's so funny. Dexter, you know, Dexter used to always send me on recon missions. You know, go see who looking like what, man. Go see. Go look, man. Do your thing. Because I was always going to, you know, rub shoulders with guys and let them take their clothes off in front of me. And I come back, hey, Dennis, that dude's off, this dude's off, whatever. Remember, I used to do that. So Dexter never believed that I was the real deal. He's like, man, okay, you go tell me if I'm going to win this show. So the show he won, Kai comes to the next one. Kai comes to Australia, right? And you know, Kai's, you know, he's a very introverted kind of guy. He don't talk a lot, right? So I go back there and I couldn't find Kai. I'm like, dang, where's Kai, man? Kai was in between the two stage curtains I used to, you know, the one I used to open and then there's another curtain. Kai was behind that curtain, practicing his routine, right? So I went around the corner, I looked, silhouette from that light. I was like, Dex ain't gonna get him today. I went back, told Dex, I said, listen, man, you gonna have to fight that Negro. He looked like a big shaved silverback. That sucker is big. Man, what you talking about, man? What you mean I ain't gonna win? I was like, Dexter, you're not gonna win this show, bro. You gotta go take a look. So Dexter walks around the corner. He looks over. He goes, oh, man, I'm going to have to fight that nigga. I said, yeah, you got to fight that, bro. He ain't playing. And that's the year Kai beat Dexter. And Dexter knew it. You know, it was like there was no getting. Kai had just came into a different, he upped the level to where I was like, man, I know I ain't going to win. So you the best chance at it, bro. You going to fight him, though. It ain't going to be no easy task now. So, yeah, that was my last show after I went to New Zealand. I got second place out there. And then after that, I was like, you know, I'm not coming back. Muscle Tech and called me a couple of times. I was just like, nah, man, I'm good. You know, I'm not gonna fight for, you know, if you don't want to have me here, okay, cool. I'll just go on to the horizons. You know, I'm not gonna spend, you know, $10,000 to get ready for a show on my own. Nope. I got bills to pay at home.
You never wanted to just be on the stage one more time and just retire off stage?
You know, I would have liked to do that. I really thought about it, you know, because I didn't really, until I saw it on the outside looking in, then I was like, dang, I should have did that, you know, instead of just leaving. I should have just did one more.
But can you ever really get ready and be ready how it's going to end? You never.
No.
You can have luck and you know, do like Dennis did. You know, he retired off the stage, but I probably would have wanted to or said whatever or something, but I just faded out. And
Chris, you know what, Chris, you know, Chris, you gotta love Chris. You know, I tell you, when I saw Chris at the Olympia, man, and I saw him, you know, walking around and he was just talking to guys, and I could tell, I was like, man, where you finna go? Like, you know, man, just go out there and have fun. Just go out there. And I'm like, what? You know, Chris had a way he did it to where I was like, dang, bro, you know, he had dudes back there crying, like, man, where Chris gonna go somewhere? Like, nah, man, you know, I'm just, you know, I ain't got it in me like that no more. I just, you know, I'm gonna have a good time. And
Chris,
did you know, Chris, did you know that this was your last one?
No, I didn't know. I mean, no, I didn't know.
The way he was talking, I was like, man, I ain't never heard Chris talk like that.
But dude, I mean, I just been through a lot, and you know, when personal life in shambles with the, you know, partners you pick, you know, you was lucky. Dennis, because you picked someone that was like, you know, they're gonna be
a ride or die.
Yeah. So
yeah, she a ride or die. That one.
You know, I'm just like picking a pretty penny on the ground. Shiny penny. That motherfucker shiny as shit. Let's go.
Not knowing the inside of that box.
Yeah, the inside of that motherfucker got no value, no long-term value with you. Stock going down like a motherfucker as soon as you get off the lot with it.
I know the posing thing, you know, was funny too. Like, you know, I remember me and Dennis had a dance battle like after you left. You know, it wasn't the same. Like when you start getting the heavy hitters leaving, it wasn't the same. You know, you know, I don't know. You know, I guess the way we were trained and the way we trained back in the day, the way we lifted weights and the way we were so competitive on stage. You know, when you walked into a gym, especially visiting somebody's gym and you're going with a legend, you know, when you see that person not doing the same things he was doing at shows, everybody else kind of knew. He was like, "Man, what's up, Chris? I don't know, man." The fight, he was having fun. Like he was there in shape. And I'm like, but that fight wasn't. He just man. You know, you guys have a good time. I got to leave for y'all young bucks. What?
Yeah.
But Melvin, do you still follow bodybuilding? Like you still know exactly what's happening?
I've been trying to watch Instagram videos of guys posting every week and, you know, trying to look at guys.
I mean, talk about Instagram. Just let people know, what is your Instagram account? Because your original one was hacked and now you just started a new one. And thanks for not following me back. Fuck you too.
I did.
That's how he is.
I didn't follow you back.
Tell people what your Instagram is, because I want people to understand. Give you a follow.
My Instagram account is _marvelous1, not the number ONE. It's _marvelous ONE.
All right, just follow the listeners. Go give Melvin a follow because he's got some great stuff on there. So now, so let's talk about bodybuilding today compared to, you know, when you were there.
Let me bring us. Hey, did you see that documentary coming out on Killer Sally?
On who?
Killer Sally.
I couldn't remember the name of it. I was looking for
Killer Sally, dog. Damn.
Talking about the Sally that killed old buddy?
Ray McNeil.
Ooh, I met one time I met that lady.
Bro, I competed against him. I got tapes with him. We competed in the cow together against each other in 1990. He had, you know, two little kids. They're in the movie too. I was just a little surprised on my end because I knew them both. You know, I actually knew everyone who had you know, in the sport that had some type of crazy situation.
Is it still on Netflix though? Is it still on Netflix?
No, it's about to come out. It's about to come out November 3rd.
Oh, so I'm going to watch it later on.
Watch it.
Oh,
I couldn't remember who said something about a good fucking documentary, and I couldn't remember what it was.
I did.
Yeah, I couldn't remember. Killer Sally.
On a DM.
Okay, so now thanks for changing the subject on and Melvin. Melvin.
I just wanted to pick it up because I was like, damn, y'all see that?
Let's talk about bodybuilding today, because everybody knows that, and I'm sure Chris will agree that Melvin was, and probably still is, one of the best posers to ever. And I'm not saying this just because I want to be nice. I'm saying this because I really mean it. It's one of the best posers and most entertaining posers that I've ever seen. Okay. And just because of that, I want to ask Melvin, I said, what is it? What do you see today in today's bodybuilding? You know, I want to see what your opinion is on the guys today, the ones that you follow or the one that you know about.
Honestly, you know, the guys that I have seen in the routines, and I know kids nowadays, these young guys, they take everything personal. They don't take the time, or they haven't taken, I don't believe that they've taken the time to even put together a great routine. Some of the guys I've seen move good, they, you know, transition well, but they really are not putting the effort into posing anymore. Even the fight on stage, everybody wants to be friends. I'm really disappointed in that, you know, there's no fight. You know, the entertainment value has dropped tremendously because nobody's doing anything. You know, everybody hits their, you know, 7 compulsory poses and leaves the stage, or they might stick their tongue out or scream at the audience and leave the stage. I always enjoy entertaining, no matter if you get points for posing or not. Who cares? Because I knew one thing. If I can influence and keep the judge's attention that they remember me, I'm gonna place. And if you pose like doo-doo and I come with it, I'm gonna beat you and take your money. I always knew that. So I enjoyed putting together routines and trying to have a wow factor in posing. So I'm really not, I wouldn't say I'm not impressed. I like some of the guys, but I think there's more. They can do more. There's more that can be given. There's more that can be taught to bring that entertainment value back to the stage. It ain't there right now.
Yeah. Chris, shouldn't Melvin be the one teaching posing to people? And I know you do that too, but maybe on the other side.
Yeah, I mean, we all had our strengths, My strength is the way you look in a pose, the way you construct the compulsory pose, like that shit. Melvin had a more of an entertaining value, I thought.
But Melvin, even in the mandatories,
even the mandatories,
the way he moved, the way he transitioned, he put a flow to it that I've never seen it on anybody else.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, it's like it started with John Brown, Sean Ray. I was under that same umbrella. Melvin worked with John Brown too. But we was all in that same umbrella. But what I'm saying is, I had another upbringing, with Robbie Robinson. I had different things like that. Melvin was under all of that, so he got a taste of all those different facets and put it all into what he does. So, we all spent a lot of time together. We all spent a lot of time in the posing rooms, and I think, he should be working with tons of people. He'll have spend the time to do all that stuff. So.
Yeah, there's a combination, I believe, of things that need to be put together. Like I said, I've said in the past, if you don't know your history, you don't know how far you can go. Or you don't know. It's like walking around the dark blind. John Brown, he took poses from Ed Corney, Robbie Robinson, Sergio Oliva, Serge Nabray, Lee Labrada, Bob Paris. These guys, there was a way you stood on stage because they didn't have music back then. That has been forgotten. I mean, just how to stand in a relaxed pose. It's not about, just, doing a pose routine with some music at nighttime. There's a whole battle on stage and a pre-judging. And I remember, going into, getting a taste of John Brown and going through those years, and then, meeting Chris and then going through those years. And then I remember the first day he took me to Robbie's house. And he's like, so how does he pose? We're gonna do some work after we train. Man, it's tough work. And if you can be comfortable on stage, going and putting that work in and doing that, you're more prepared to put on a great routine at nighttime, because the battle is in prejudging. And that's just the cake. The entree, the steak and the potatoes is me standing next to a Dennis James or a Dexter Jackson, being able to look over in seconds and be able to assess what I have to do right then, real time. And I learned that coming through the ranks. And I think that's not being taught. That's something that I offer, because, guys on the stage now, they just want to shake hands and smile.
It is no ranks, because a lot of people rather try to learn something on YouTube or Instagram, try to learn a new pose. It may be a pose that's good for somebody else, but not good for your physique. And
I know, you need someone who can tell you that it looks shitty on you. So yeah. This is a question for both of you, Chris and Melvin. Could you teach anyone how to pose? Because you know how it is when, some people have no rhythm, they can't dance, no matter what you teach them. Could you teach? Doesn't matter who it is, you could make him pose.
Absolutely. Right. I can teach anybody to do even a nice routine without dancing, without pop locking, without boogalooing, without doing any of that, still have an entertaining wow factor to their physique. I like
people to have their own style, but if they're not a real dancer, I try to be like, okay, well, just try to understand, when you go to a club or you go to a whatever, you're not gonna sit there. You just know the song, and then you're not going to need to count each thing in your head. You're just going to the music, going to the rhythm. So,
Right.
you
As
know,
long
do
as you
like
know how to transition, you'll find.
yeah, because like you mess up that way so easily. But I used to have just like 5 poses that I know I'm gonna hit for sure. After that, I'd rather just freestyle into my.
You know what? I thought Melvin was the same, but then when I watch his routines, I mean, I'm 100%. I mean, I'm convinced that Melvin has the genetics to pose on any song. It doesn't matter what song it is.
It don't matter the song, yeah.
So, but that's why I don't want to confuse people thinking that, listen, you can pose like him, because I don't think that's possible.
No.
I hear with a different.
I don't think it's possible for someone to pose like you. I mean, there might be a similar physique with the similar timing that could copy you.
But then
at the end of the day, isn't it the most important thing when you teach someone how to pose, just to teach them what poses not to do because they just don't look right on them?
Absolutely. You see guys that trying to come out to gladiator music that's 110 pounds. You can't do that. So, it has to have I've learned to be able to make the music you pick become alive. So, meaning you can't pick a song. First of all, I always ask a person that wants to learn from me, well, what do you want to say? Because, see, I knew, and Dennis, and Chris also knows, you can't talk crap to the judges. You can't, if you don't place how you place, you can't say it to them. If you feel a certain way, you're going through things in your life, you have to say it in your song. I've cussed judges out in my song and they didn't know it. They was clapping, hey, but I was really talking like, I was saying something. Every posing routine I made, it had a story to it. And people could relate to what I was trying to say. So anybody that comes through and wants to learn
we was all doing that.
Yeah, exactly. But that's what I'm saying.
I remember one time I beat Flex. That fool came back he came back and he was looking better, and he came out to what was that, DMX? What's my DMX name? I was like, damn.
What's my name?
Damn you. Damn you.
Yeah, you can't watch that.
Like, fuck.
Was that the Arnold?
Posing has to. The Arnold.
Is that
the Arnold?
I remember Big what was his name? Ronnie. Ronnie came out I'm the biggest boss that you've seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss that you've seen thus far. And people backstage is going like, damn, the crowd's going nuts. That's how I knew, I was going to bring that up. That's how I knew Andrew Jack, in my eyes, working with Flex, Chief Petty Officer Flex, he came out to that Crimea River out there in UK. I know that was directed towards Homeboy for saying anything about it.
And see, you know what? People get, like I said,
you catch that?
I said people
posted a whole song, Crimea River.
Do this. I saw that routine and I saw something that was said, and I don't care if they get mad about it because I can tell these guys to their face. I just did my routine 2 days before the show. I would love for a guy like that to say that to me, because there's a level that he hasn't reached yet that he can get to. You give me that guy for 3 weeks. His physique and what he's bringing, there's a whole wow factor that he hasn't even touched yet. That he can touch if he put the work in, But that's something that's not going to be learned overnight. The people don't understand how many times and hours and hours and hours we spend in the posing room posing, coming out of that room drenched with sweat. I mean, I used to be like, you and that stupid stopwatch, Chris. Oh my God, you're going to a minute, and standing there without cramping. That is difficult work. He goes, but if you can do it in here on stage, it's easy. I'm laughing at guys. I'll tell you.
Yeah, but I fought tennis. Effortless though. That's why that was the reason why.
There's a mind-muscle connection when you train. People don't realize. Okay, when you train, you lift weights. You do a lat pull down. Before you even pull that weight down, there's a mind-muscle connection you have to connect to make your latissimus dorsi contract. Correct. So only thing you're doing is having that same mind-muscle connection on stage and doing it in a tempo. You have to know your music. You have to know when the cymbals are going to come in, when there's an explosion coming. And then you have to move to it. What that does, it makes the music come alive. It makes that music to where, people start playing, oh my God, he's moving so graceful. Oh my God, look at that. That's a wow factor. And that influenced judges. I beat a whole lot of people I wasn't supposed to beat. but if they couldn't present their physique in the prejudging, I'm gonna get you.
Here's a question, another question. Are you available to teach people how to pose? Do you do posing clinics?
I've actually already been doing it. I've been doing it per Zoom, and which is harder. I would prefer me to be able to put my hands on people, to be able to be right in front of them.
I understand that, but
yes, I have.
Might be people interested from China, from all over the world. You can't touch them all.
Yeah.
Zoom, no, but you know what? This is something that you have to do, long distance. Not everybody is able to come see you.
Yeah, it's the new age.
Yeah, and
I've been working off the Zoom. It's kind of difficult, but I've been working off the Zoom and been doing it just recently. I've been taking on clients. I have a client in Vietnam, and man, he can't even speak English. I'm using Google Translator to talk to him. But whatever works. Whatever I can give back as far as the posing aspect, it's needed. I believe it's needed, and that's.
I think there's a lot of people would be interested in getting like posing tips from you, or from Chris too. If they would know that this is what you do. So, let's get this out there right now. Where can people contact you if they're interested in having posing advice from you?
Right now, I'm having them DM me on that _marvelous1. But I do have a website that should be finished by December the 15th. That'll have a back office to where I could do the same one-on-one training on the website. It'll have a 24-hour support email program where you can, the team's going to be able to answer and get to me right away, so I can answer, nutrition questions, training questions, and posing as a module.
Do you answer all the questions yourself?
Yeah, I'll have to answer most of them myself. The ones that are not like, they have the FQ. The ones that are common won't be answered, but the ones that are emergency, whatever, those will come straight to me.
Right. So, Chris, what is your favorite posing routine of Melvin ever?
You diet down, train hard, and supplement smart for months. When the time comes to step on stage, don't leave your tan to chance. Go with the pros. Pro Tan. #1 worldwide since 1987 and the official sponsor of the Olympia for the last 15 years. Don't step on stage without it. Pro Tan.
Shit.
So many of them, right?
Yeah, you got some good ones at the Ironman. I don't know what year, but I can picture
the one with the blue trunks. The blue trunks.
Oh, the last of Mohicans.
Yeah, that was good. I like. Because he had a classic style also first, and then he started getting more and more into putting more into with the dance. But he always had that in his.
Yeah, but I thought that he always incorporated dancing into his posing, and he did both.
Yeah, but he got more into it to where it was more like I don't know if he picked up more moves or been around. But I'm just talking about, I saw at the beginning it was more like, the whole this.
Yeah, but he did that every time. He started with the posing.
Yeah.
And he transitioned into.
He got more and more into it as he got older. He got more and more into it.
Melvin, what do you think is your best posing routine, your favorite posing routine of all time?
My favorite, my top 3. 2001 Ironman.
Give me one that you can
2001. 2001. Yeah, 2001 Ironman with the blue trunks. That was my coming out rookie. I said what I wanted to say. There can be only one. You know what I mean? When the smoke clears, and now I was trying to beat Chris there too. I was trying to get him there too. I was trying to get Chris, but I didn't get it. And I accepted it. You know what I mean? I try to get whoever they put in front of me. But that was a show that was my coming out party. It was, what did I want to say? I want to say that I have one of the most unique physiques out here, and there can be only one. And I love that Highlander movie. I loved what it said. I loved, how that the genre of it. And then I picked Last of the Mohicans because that was a classic movie at the time. And when I watched it and heard the music, I'm like, I'm coming out to that. And then I'm gonna go hood, and I'm gonna go Who Let the Dogs Out, and I'm gonna get them on that, and it's gonna be a wrap, And I worked on that routine for about from 8 weeks out all the way to the show.
Really? So that's how long you work?
Yeah, I had my music made 9 weeks out. That's when mixing music was I had to get a DJ at the time. It was David Wilmore. and he made it for me. He goes, man, I don't know how your mind works, bro, but man, I'm doing it. But man, I see what you see now. When I put it all together, he was like, man, how'd you come up with that? I was like, I don't know. I think that's one of my gifts. I enjoy putting together a story. So when I saw it later, because you can't see yourself on stage, people like, that's the most baddest routine I ever seen in my life. I was like, I can't see it, so I don't know what you're talking about until I go back and watch the videos. Then I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, that was my favorite. You get a little party.
Phantom of the Opera.
That Phantom of the Opera was my second best. At the Arnold. That was 2005.
Isn't that the one where you didn't win the best poser?
No, I won it. Oh yeah, that was the day that they was talking all that about Dexter's coming, Dennis, Durham, Charles, Lee Priest, everybody get to have props. And they were like, everybody get to have the props. I was like, you bring props, I'm not losing the posing routine. And so they were talking about all the magazines. This guy's the best, Durham's the best.
2004, wasn't it?
In 2005.
Was it 5?
I come out in 5 and then backstage and Dexter's like, man, what you gonna get him with? What you gonna get him with? I was like, don't worry about it. You're gonna see in a minute. Because you guys always, I don't know why you guys used to mess with me backstage. Dennis used to do it too. What you coming with, Melvin? You gonna see in a minute. Oh, you see his routine? He'll go back. Did you see Daryl's routine? Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, what you gonna do about it? You gonna see right now. And I would go out there and handle my business. And then I would come back. And y'all would be like, oh, I think you got him again. You gonna get that 10,000. Y'all want that 10,000. I'm gonna pocket that money.
Man,
yes,
I remember one time we was playing PlayStation. We was playing he was getting me in boxing. We'd be fighting at the what's the place in Venice? The store with Dave?
GameStop. Or no, at the Max Muscle.
Max Muscle.
Max Muscle. I'll whooping your tail. Beating the brakes off of Chris.
And then, but we play football, and that would be about my house. We playing football. Man, I remember one time, like I would just whip his ass. I'll be on the phone sometime. I'll be on the phone playing, like disrespecting him and shit. Like I'm on the phone playing the game, and then this fool's messing around and score me.
Tell it right, Chris.
I'll be like, yo. Okay. I'll be like, wait. I'll be like, yo, let me call you back. Down.
That's how I knew that. That's how I knew that you can't wake Chris up. See, Dennis never got into the game, though. I mean, I used to try to get Dennis to play games. I don't play that stupid stuff, man. Idiot. I don't get on. He never will play games. But I think anybody that thinks they're a gamer when it comes to football, you have to play Chris Cormier. If you can beat Chris, I will take what you're saying as roots, because we used to have 6-7 guys at Chris's house playing Madden, right? And he'd whoop them all. Dieting, not dieting, it didn't matter. People used to leave cussing Chris out. He would tell, get out. Yeah. Rico McClendon, Jerry, Tucker, me, Chris Lewis. Nobody could beat Chris. But if you catch Chris slipping, even in bodybuilding, if you can catch him sleep, don't wake him up. So one day we're playing. I got Pittsburgh, and he's playing with crazy Dallas Cowboys, right? Yeah. And he's on the phone with this girl, Dennis, and he's arguing with her. Cool. I start to win. It's tied up. There's 10 seconds left, bro. And he's like, you know what? I don't care. And you know what? It doesn't matter. And I'm just like, Chris, man, you better pay. Oh, I ain't worried about you. That's tie score. Dennis, when I tell you I threw a Hail Mary post pattern, I threw that ball, catch, touchdown, and ran out the house. Do you know Chris chased me? Where are you going? Where are you going? He called me.
I was like, you better get back in this house.
Get back in this house, boy. You better get back.
You better get back on the sticks.
I jumped in my car, Dennis. I drove all the way to Orange County.
I was really mad too.
He was mad. Dennis,
Chris is not a good loser.
No, he's a terrible loser.
I don't like no losing.
He's a terrible loser. 2 weeks I wouldn't play him. Come on, man. Look, man. Come on, man. I got the cannabis, man. Come on, bro. Come back. I was like, nah, bro. I'm not coming back to the bar. I'm not coming back.
Kind of right off in the sunset with my damn title.
Oh, he was mad. He was so mad.
Hey, Dennis, I kicked Rico out one day because he was talking so much shit. I was like, man, you got to leave my house, man. Get out.
Get out.
I'm going to Rico, get out. He laughing and walking.
Get out.
I like, just go. I walked his ass all the way to the gate, shut the gate.
I remember, you know what?
Get out of here.
Not to change the subject, people think that, the posing game, they like to discard posing with training. Do you think I trained hard, Dennis? Because I mean, this is what I try to tie in. I train hard. Like I was no weenie when it came to lifting weights, you know. And I remember when I went to Thailand, we got there. He was heavy, man. I mean, Dennis was heavy. And I remember when I got back, I told Chris about it. I was like, man, that fool's strong as shit. He's up in there squatting. Right? Today's my squat day. We had back the next day, right? Dennis is over there throwing these plates on. He had these little workers in the gym, running around the gym, put these weights on, right? He clean, old school weights too. You know, that's why I love that gym in Thailand. He had everything old school, pick it up off the ground. So I'm looking over there, 5 plates, 6 plates, 7 plates. I said, man, I'm not gonna go no 7 plates. No, you got it. I'm not getting up under that. Oh, come on, Melvin, you strong. I'm strong, but man, I know when to tap out. You get that 7. He did that for like 5, 6 reps. I was like, Dennis, man, that's retarded. That's a lot of weight. Are you serious, bro? What? Nobody's squatting no 7 plates with no squat suit in that 90-degree weather and 100% humidity.
100% humidity, yeah.
Man, I thought I was gonna die in that gym. Then I tried to talk a little shit the next day. We come back in and do back. Remember that? And Dennis had all the weight set up. He had a deadlift. He had all the weight set up. I'm like, this fool think he gonna get me up here. I'm gonna tear his butt up to that day. I can't breathe. I said, Dennis, man, I can't breathe in here, man. Y'all got some air? He said, hey, go over there and tell the side I go open up the window. Open up a window? Where's the air?
No air conditioning. No air conditioning.
Yeah, man. Them days was crazy.
But there was some good workouts, though. You know, I would love to see this. I would love to see more athletes today collaborating with trainings and push each other, you know, and do some stuff that they wouldn't do if they'd be out, you know, if they'll be on their own.
Yeah,
you know?
They don't do it, but they'll tell you.
Everybody says they train hard until you train with someone else, because then you really train hard.
Exactly.
Two times I got buried. That was once in Thailand with Dennis. I mean, I made it to the workout, and then working out Ramy. Man, I quit. Man, are you crazy? I'm not. What? I'm finna die for this? Nah, man. Hell no. That fool. Man, that dude right there is something else. You cannot. You know, people try to compare Ramy with Ronnie. You can't. That's like you can't. That's 2 different type of body types. But that dude trained so hard and so heavy. Man, I ran a hit from that dude. Real talk. I remember a day when Chris was training one day. Chris and Craig Titus. I came in the gym. They was training. And I don't know what Chris is, man. When Chris gets mad, he gets in the zone. Chris is strong as hell too, right? So they over there squatting, Dennis, right? And I'm over there watching. And I was over there talking to Charles, and I was like, yeah, man. He said, I don't know what's wrong with Chris today, man. He's in one of his moves, right? But he never went off on me. Like when somebody wanted to find Chris, they would call me. Hey, man, where Chris at, man? I said, you want me to find him? Yeah, man, find him and tell him this, and I would go find him. I know exactly where Chris went, where he ate.
Talking about when I was snapped in the gym that day?
Yeah, he snapped in the gym. So check it out. He's in the gym. Look, snapped in the gym. So Chris is squatting, right?
Hey, we was like, hey, Dennis, we was like brothers, but we will fight one day, but we be like brothers and we'll make up. But
Chris was in the mood.
Get mad real quick.
So he mad in the gym. So him and Craig I guess Craig Titus was talking shit, right? So you know, Chris went up to 4 plates, went up to 5 plates, went up to 6 plates, right? So when he got to 6 plates, Dennis, I was looking at Chris. Something wrong. Chris was pissed, right? Gets up under the 6 plates, 10 reps. Bum, 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 bum. Number 8 rep, his nose started bleeding. 9th rep, 10th rep, puts the weight up, bam, he turns around. I said, Chris, man, come here, man. I said, man, your nose bleeds. He said, I don't give a damn. So what, man? I'm gonna do another set. Man, that fool went right back out of that weight and did 8 more reps. I was like, this fool is crazy. Don't even go to the hospital.
Shirt full of blood. I'm doing
full of blood. The whole gym stopped, bro. The whole gym stopped. Like, man, Chris is insane, bro. Chris. Yeah, Craig. Yeah, Craig stopped talking mess after that.
Yeah,
he say nothing else.
Yeah, Charles was there. I remember that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that's missing in bodybuilding. These guys, they don't.
Hey, Dennis, how long did you train? You trained with Charles a couple times, or a while?
Yeah, I trained with Charles
a couple times.
When I came in for the in '97 when I came in for the nationals. The border states and then the nationals 3 weeks later. Okay. It was the first time I trained with Charles. And I got to say this, man. Charles, man, he trained me. He never took $1 from me.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Never took $1 from me. So I really
wouldn't take it. Yeah, he wouldn't take it. I try to give him stuff. He just do buy me lunch.
Yeah, I got him a deal with Muscle Tech.
Oh, so anyway, so then I came back before the USAs for, I don't know, 5-6 weeks. And then I used to come before the Olympia. if I wasn't training at Milos's gym, I would train at Venice with Charles. And then back then Charles had guys that worked with him, and 2003 I would train under Charles, but I would train with Rob Farrick or something like that.
Yeah, Rob Farrick.
Yeah.
Milos had a good gym too. I got a lot of good training out of that gym.
Oh yeah,
stuff used to happen in that gym. Yeah, that's another thing that changed, Dennis. You think that the gym etiquette has changed?
I think so. Even in EMC, when you go to Venice, I mean,
I hate watching a dude on a machine texting with somebody, and I'm waiting there with a client or just waiting there in general.
Yeah, man.
They don't want to get off the machine, but they want to finish their conversation.
And then you try to be nice. How many sets do you have left? And then four,
5.
sets.
One dude said 8, but they end up doing 1 or 2 and then they leave. But they'll say some astronomical number just as thinking they're going to get you to leave. Like, okay, I'm going to wait and watch you on your phone. You have your conversation, and it's getting cold, and we're just going to watch you on your phone. This one lady, she got all mad at me, went to go talk to the front desk. I was like, I don't give a damn, lady. It's like you having a full-on business meeting basically while you hold the machine up when other people can just get in there and do a little set or something. I don't want to get that part.
Yeah, you would get back in those days. You would literally almost get in a fight at the gym doing that. You literally man. When we were in the gym, man, we trained so hard. We was like, there's ways of telling the person to get off the weight without saying.
But in Venice, the code was this: if they knew you had a show coming up, it was like a known fact who was training for a show. If you had a show coming up, they would give you the machine if you wanted the machine.
Yeah.
If you was ready for the machine, they'll get off, go do something else, and give you the machine or whatever it is. That's how it was.
Yeah.
No longer with them corporate gyms. Shit.
Oh, I waited at the gym 2 hours at Gold's Gym not too long ago. Oh yeah, I'm putting them on blast. I don't care. I sat at the front desk looking in there, and I'm just like, the guy was like, do you have a guest pass? I said, what? I said, no, I wasn't there to work out. I was there just to take a look at one of the guys. And the guys was like, what's your name? I was like, and I don't expect anybody to know me. I don't do what a lot of guys get mad about that. I was like, I'm Melvin Anthony. Oh, so are you a pro? And I was like, yeah, my picture's in the back. Oh, your picture's on the wall? Like I guess I look that different. It's another reason why I start training again. I said, yes. I said, it's in the third room back there. And I had to walk the guy back there, Dennis, and show him the picture of the USA.
You had a blonde hair in that photo?
No, the USA, when I finally got my pro card, I'm like, here's the picture right here. And he's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And you want me to pay you $100 for what? I'm not training. Man, you guys are making money by that photo be sitting right there. It's sitting up there, and people would look at it. I remember people used to come to the gym to watch us. Remember those guys from Korea and China would come up on this bus loads of guys just to come see bodybuilding, just to want to see guys with muscle. So yeah, man, it's changed, man. You guys are so corporate right now. Golly, if a guy
who is 8 champions
I can't go up to that gym no more, man.
Pardon me?
They moved the USA from the first room to the last.
Mine was always in the third room.
I thought all the USA champs was in the first room, right on the left side.
Yeah, they moved them to the third. It's in the third room now. It's in the third room where the cardio stuff's at, which is fine. It's up there. We earned it. And that was big for us. It's not like that anymore. It's not.
That they opened up a Gold's Gym in Germany not too long ago, literally a good one, a big one, and they have all the USA champions in there too.
Oh yeah,
Berlin, Germany. I didn't know. I mean, I did know because I talked to those guys. They wanted me and Ramy to come for the grand opening, but I guess they thought that everything would be free, so just didn't really work out.
You should be happy to come, huh?
Dennis, what's up with that, bro? That's another thing, man. Everything's free now. Like, man,
yeah,
I remember.
But all that started to change when there was a time, Dennis, when I don't know how long it lasted when you were in the game, but I started in the game when people had you come to their booth, their gym, their whatever. You had paid a certain salary for that day.
That part. Even the girls.
And then people this new group of people came in, and they start doing stuff for a T-shirt or for some supplements
or some protein,
or just to be involved with the company.
You know when it all started
Have
going
something.
downhill to make that money is when because you remember the picture sales at the FIBO.
yes, sir.
And I can only imagine what you guys made in the early 90s. Fucking going to the FIBO. You ran out of pictures.
Yeah, you ran out.
You know? So I still remember that in the late 90s and early 2000s, it was still great. But then they started bringing then the phones came out with the fucking cameras. And then the supplement companies came out and they were like, you listen, you sign autographs with muscle take on the picture or whatever it was, and you sign them for free.
Yeah.
That's how it started.
Yeah. But then
you remember the first year or two when this happened, we tried to tell people when they came with the cameras, with the phone cameras, we said, okay, buy one, take one.
Yeah.
Buy one, take one. That works.
Buy one, take one.
Yeah, they don't do that anymore.
At the Chris Cormier Classic this past time, Ronnie was signing hats, signing whatever. They were paying $10 for each signature.
He's still doing it. Yeah, he's still doing it.
That's right.
Still doing it. He's like, you didn't care.
Another thing that changed.
I mean, hey, he did his thing. He gave all he had. He's still giving all. I mean, he's like the James Brown of bodybuilding, man. He keeps working. He keeps staying on the road.
He's a good dude, man. I remember that dude. He's a good dude.
But yeah, man.
Listen, I milked it as long as it was possible, and now I'm into promoting. You do your show, I'm into promoting, and that's why at this moment I want to give Jim Mannion a huge shout out, man, and a huge thanks because he's making this possible for all of us.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. I thought this gym last night, man.
Jim Mannion be in the gym.
Huh?
Jim Mannion be in the gym. Jim Mannion is like an uncle, man. That dude right there, he in the gym talking about now. Because you see my triceps? Like, man, yeah, that dude still swole up a little bit.
I remember I just looked back at pictures, and I told Jim last time, it's been in 98, he gave me the overall trophy at the USA's. I was like, damn, it's been 22 years. Now 24 years now. You know what I mean? So, and that's why I got to say, he really looks out for us. And it's me and Chris, we were laughing a couple of weeks ago when he was a little mad. And we say, you know how Jim is. Jim is
so mad.
He gets mad, but then you got to let him go. You got to let him go. Give him a day or two, and he's back to normal. So big shout out to Jim Mannion, man, our president.
Jim
Mannion. Pittsburgh Steelers fan. Go Steelers. Yes, sir.
Yeah, he ain't happy with the Steelers right now.
We'll make him proud this weekend at the show in Frankfurt. We're killing it out here. We're killing it.
Damn.
Yeah, I already sold 1,800 tickets, man.
Wow.
Yeah, it's still 4 or 5 days out.
So you got you have who's guest posing? Anybody?
Oh, I got Carlos Thomas Jr. because he's got a girlfriend here in Germany. So he told me, that he's in Germany because she's competing. She's doing my show too. Okay. So he said, might as well when I'm there, I could guest post. I said, hey, done deal, guest post.
Done deal. Up there. Just bring your music.
We get him some exposure. I want him to, because Germany people don't know who he is. He won the nationals last year.
Right.
So he's never competed as a pro. So, get him out there.
Girlfriend?
He's got, huh? No, I don't think she's not German, but she lives in Germany. So, and they came to my show this past weekend, and she won the wellness.
How's he looking?
Huh?
How's he looking?
I don't know. He looked big. I didn't see him take his clothes off, but he looked big.
Tell him when I see his daddy, I'm gonna slap him in the face. No, I'm kidding.
Who's his dad?
I always mess with his dad.
I know his dad is a cool dude.
Kids come up by.
I got Thomas guest posing. I got Ramy coming in. I got all the Germans. The German pros, the girls or the guys. I invited them all as guests. I have them up in the VIP row, so I bring them all on stage. I got Tim Budesheim. I got Alexander Westermeyer, who's also doing the Olympia. 2 girls are doing the Olympia, and I'm gonna have them up, and we're gonna have a little Olympia prejudging. I'm gonna
Oh,
make them all.
shit.
I'm gonna make them all take
We're
their
gonna see
clothes.
who peels their shirt off, because you know me.
They're gonna have to peel. The audience is gonna make you do it because the audience is fucking behind it.
Yeah.
Last year, I had a guest poser who was one of my athletes at that time, and he guest posed at like 140 kilos. You know, it was a little off. You know, it was a little.
Yeah. Had him get
So
off.
after his guest posing, I said, you know, I talked to him and said, you know, I know your goal is to make it to the Olympia and to win the Olympia. So why don't we just bring somebody up who also has the same goal? That was 3 years ago. That was the last one because of COVID, 2019. Right. So I brought Ramy up on stage, right? I brought Ramy up on stage. I said, Ramy, this guy said you look like shit. You know what I'm saying? I was just trying to fuck it up a little bit. So I had Ramy. So he was still there in his trunks, you know, from the guest posing. I had Ramy peel off. I had Gary Udy to take him through the mandatories. This video got 5 million hits, bro. 5 million.
Smoking. I know it did. So that stuff right there, peel your shirt or give me a preview.
So now this time I have him. He's gonna come in on Saturday morning, and I can't wait to see him because he's gonna be like what 6 weeks out then, at probably 325, 328. And the way he's looking right. No, I'm talking about Ramy. Yeah.
He's in good condition from what I can see.
Yes, man.
He's in good condition, you know.
The best he's been at this weight or this close, this far.
What's he doing? What's he doing for his posing routine? We need to do something, man. We need to do something. I know. I told Brandon Curry the same thing. I'm like, man, you guys at the top brothers, y'all should be coming out. You better say something. But
maybe we can arrange something for you to come out.
Man, I'd love to put that touch on there. Pick some music for him.
Because you know he has a different body, and he's not, you know, he tried to be artistic sometimes.
But he can't. He's just like, you got to teach him to move. That's all. If I could teach Troy Alves how to move, I can treat Ramy how to move. Because you know Troy got 2 left feet.
Yeah, maybe. Man, hey, listen, maybe I'm gonna talk to him.
Maybe he's a dance though, man. He's be an exotic dancer.
Who? Troy?
Yeah.
Troy, I tell you.
Ask him.
Yeah, Troy.
He said he was, you know, I don't know if he was a dancer, you know, he was an
exotic dancer.
Exotic dancing ain't got nothing to do with dancing. Exotic dancing got something to do with twerking. Now that's a little different. Now you can touch on it, but you can't, you know. Yeah.
Well,
I helped a lot of guys, man.
I'm just giving the info.
I want to say, look, tell them we have a dance off there. Next time I see Troy, we have a battle. Yeah, that'll be cool. Yeah, see what Ramy thinks about that. You know.
Melvin, you ever been an exotic dancer?
I tried it. I'll never do it again.
No.
Girls don't know how to behave, man.
No.
Girls do not know how to behave. They don't listen to none of the rules. Sit on your hands. Don't scratch, squeeze. They don't listen to none of that. I barely survived and did it right after the show too. Got on that stage, down the right track. I won't never do that again. And you down there in Compton, LA? I made a ton of money, but man, it's what you got to do for the money. You're gonna be scarred up a little bit. Yeah, you're gonna get scratched up a little bit. You don't want to do that. It's a different. I had to stop that. It's
different animal.
That wasn't for me.
Chris, what about you?
Yeah, after the Olympia '99, I went on the stage at where was I? Shit. What was that strip club? Anyway, one of those strip clubs in Vegas. I went.
How much money did you make?
I don't know, but all the girls stopped dancing. All the guys that came up and was tipping me.
I can tell you how much I made. The first set. I think you get 2 songs. By the time that second song was finished, I made $1,100.
There you go.
I know I took it all off.
But what I had to do to get girls don't know how to be. You best way get you a big strong one. They might not have suckers better grab you somewhere. It's uncomfortable. It's all I gotta tell you. I paid my money. Yeah, I don't want to lift weights again. I just left the gym. You about 500. Man, them suckers there, boy. They suckers strong, bro. Strong. You wrestling and dancing at the same time. That was not for me.
That's what's up.
Oh.
That's what's up.
There you go. All right, guys, listen. I want to get this out one more time for everybody who's listening. Listen, Melvin is available for posing clinics, posing advice, whatever you need when it comes to posing. You can reach him at Melvin. Say it one more time, please.
Underscore marvelous one spelled out. Marvelous ONE. That's male and female. You don't believe me?
On Instagram, the underscore
Do
marvelous.
you put on heels when you work with the females?
I probably walk here and heels better than some of them girls. What you talking about? Yeah.
So you're doing that then?
I'm not putting the heels on. I'm not putting the heels on, but I care to
This
put
reminds me of a story. This reminds me of one thing. Remember when we on the Olympia press conference? You were going back and forth with what's his name from England?
Eddie Abu. No, I was going back. I was going back and forth with Johnny Jackson, and then Johnny Jackson got Eddie Abu involved, and Eddie Abu called me a bitch. Y'all acting like bitches. I remember that.
Anytime you say bitch.
And then you got up and said, by the way, I got to pee. You walked out like a Fruit Loop.
Yep, sure did. Look, he said, you salad.
That shit was so funny.
Oh, man.
So they knew that's one thing they knew not to mess with me at the press conference, man. Don't mess with me. I'm going to say something. I used to remember Dennis, I used to lean over and go, hey, D, should I get him? Dennis be like, get him, dog. Should I get him? Like, don't say that about me, man. Yeah. You're going to be politically correct today.
All right. Now, before we go, let me get your top 6.
Top 6 for the Olympia.
Yep.
Yes.
Because we got everybody's top 6. It don't have to be.
Oh my God.
Don't have to be in particular order. Just the top 6.
Oh my God. Oh man, I don't want people to be mad at me, man. Well, we know Ramy, Brandon Curry, William Bonac, Hottie. That's the guy the Hottie.
That's 4.
Any new guys? Old guys?
Nick, I don't know who else is doing it. Old guys.
Everybody's. You don't know who's doing it.
Nick Trigilli.
I think Andrew Jack and that guy. I think Andrew Jack.
He's doing what?
I'm kidding.
Andrew Jack and that other dude. The big muscle guy.
You got Andrew Jack in the top 6.
Andrew Jack and Nick Walker.
Nick Walker. Okay.
I don't know how Hunter's gonna look, so it just depends on how he come in.
You see Hunter every day, how he look.
I gotta get on him. I'm just getting my stuff back, so I gotta get in start following these guys.
All right.
Yeah, he got it. Yeah, I think that's my top 6.
Milos was really.
What do you think about Andrew Jack, Marvin?
I think about him. I think he got some crazy conditioned muscle. For a tall guy, he's pretty balanced. I think there's, he can over time, get some more back thickness. But as far as his shape, his balance, and how
he got height like John Brown, but
yeah,
he got more going on.
Yeah, he's got more going on, that 3D muscle, and that comes from training. That 3D muscle is there, so that's why I got him in the top 6. I hope he brings it.
He haven't lost yet, so shit. You best believe he gonna be dealing with a lot of people.
I tell you, that posing fight, I haven't seen him like fight in the prejudging. I don't get to see those fights anymore like they used to show. I can't see the prejudging because I'm not at the show, so you can't really see how they fight on stage. So I don't really know where his head's gonna be at.
Don't you feel like you got to see them in person to really get it? Because even on a cell phone, it's not captured.
Melvin, are you planning on coming out to Vegas for the Olympia this year?
December? Yeah, I would like to go. I would like to go.
I mean, I would like to go. You going or you're not going? You going?
Yeah, but we go. I'm about to call Jimmy and say, "See, I'm gonna go."
Man,
yeah. Are you going?
Me? I go every year, brother.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. It's down. It's only 2 hours to drive from here.
No, I'm a lifer, dog. I do this for life. It's my lifer.
For life.
No, we should. Yeah, you should go. So we should all maybe we can arrange, because it's a long week. Because now the Olympia weekend is not only the weekend. The Olympia starts on Tuesday.
Oh, really?
With the amateurs.
Okay.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is the amateur Olympia.
Okay.
Thursday is also the press conference. So maybe, we can arrange something to do like a posing clinic. You know,
That'd be cool.
because there's going to be I don't know anywhere up to probably 600 to 1,000 amateurs, and even pros. They're going to be at least 350 pros in the Olympia this year.
Yeah,
You know, so they're going to be at least 1,000 athletes. Plus, there's the expo. Maybe we can arrange a posing clinic with you and Chris.
That'd be cool.
You know what I'm saying? I think
Yeah.
that would be awesome if we offer that. Maybe I'm gonna have to put in a good word and talk to someone who can, you know, able to manage. And it doesn't have to be anywhere special. We can just choose, I don't know, choose a gym or choose anywhere where we have a big room just for you guys to, you know, pose. The girls and the boys.
Girls and guys. Yeah. Yeah. There's something to be learned from everybody. That's for sure. I'd have fun doing it. I would enjoy that.
Need to do it because it's a waste of fucking talent.
You can't display yourself
to anybody else.
I mean, I reach out to a lot of the pros nowadays. Also, now you know a lot of them are open to good criticism about something that's going to make them better. I think a lot of if I see something I think it's promising, I'll reach out and just say, hey man, you could do this a little better or that a little better.
And yep. There's a couple of guys that probably can make an impact.
No disrespect to anyone's coach, but not everyone's coach know how to do all that stuff.
Some of them don't. Some of them are not even bodybuilders, calling themselves posing legends. So I'm like, okay, what makes you a legend? Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Turn these loosely.
We'll keep that in mind. We'll keep that in mind. Let's work towards opposing clinics around the Olympia weekend. I don't care if it's in my hotel room. You know what I'm saying? We got to do something. Because at the end of the day,
Line them up.
Line them up.
Yeah, why not?
All right, man.
All right. So, Melvin, man, I appreciate you coming on. We have to bring you back because Milos was so bummed that he's on his flight from London to Phoenix right now. And he couldn't do the podcast. So
so mad.
We have to do this again because he has said a lot of stories too. There's a lot of stories.
I saved him. I didn't say anything about Milos.
I would definitely like to bring you on more often because you know there's so much more we can talk about. I mean, there's over 20 years of stories that you can't say in an hour and a half or 2 hours. It's not even possible.
Some you can't say at all.
Yeah, some of we won't say at all, but the ones we can, the ones we can say, I will say.
Yeah. So keep in touch to make sure we don't lose contact this time, and you know, don't go back to college for nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm done with that life.
We need you out here.
I'm done with that life. Yes, sir.
For sure.
Yes, sir.
Right, so thank you, man. I appreciate you coming on, Chris. You know I thank you.
All right, and thank you too, my brother.
Chris.
I thank you too, my brher.
Yeah, Madden, dog. Send me your stuff on Madden, bro.
Shut up, man. You better practice first.
I don't need to practice. Just come with it.
Quiet, man. Get your ass off this damn
line. Come with it, man. Get off my phone.
Hey, mute him.
You are still playing this game
now. Yeah, we still play. He just don't send me your tag number.
All right. I'm still about.
So now you guys can play from. You don't even have to be in the same household. Online.
Yep. And I can hear him, and I can talk crazy to him on the phone, on the online while I'm getting it.
I got the headphones, but I don't like to talk no more because people just talk too damn much on there, man.
Well,
listen.
I don't do games like this, but
why?
You know
why?
I hate to lose. I don't care if it's against the computer.
When I was competing, those cats would come in there to do interviews before the show. If I have a good game going, they'll let me just finish the game. I'm still playing the game. These guys looking at each other like, well, I'm still playing my cat. Let me finish this.
Come out of town.
Melvin, you know I have the projector screen upstairs, the 145 screen where I watch movies upstairs.
Bro, we got to play on that.
So a couple of years ago, I went, I just felt like, you know what? Because I saw someone with the, what you call it, when you have this mask.
Virtual reality?
Virtual reality. So I went and bought some shit for like $2,000 with the fucking virtual fucking glasses on and shit. First of all, I didn't even know how to fucking put this shit together, number one. So I let my son-in-law hook it up for me. He hooked it up to the fucking machine. I didn't know. And then I bought some games. I bought a whole bunch of games. Most of them I never even fucking opened.
Then the
But
college.
I bought what's the brother's name who played Rocky's son?
Oh, Creed.
Creed. I got Creed, the game Creed. So hey, I put that damn thing on, man. I was like, yeah, that shit felt fucking real. I was like, I was throwing punches and damn near broke my hands in the fucking wall. I was like, fuck this shit.
Oh man. Oh, you gotta stay in the square. You can't go nowhere.
I got too close to the damn wall. I didn't know. I was just throwing. I was throwing pound. Next thing you know, ow.
I gotta see that. I never thought you would ever buy a game. Never.
I still got that shit. I still got it upstairs in my room.
Oh man, yes, sir. Yes,
Whole bunch of games where you can shoot walls and shit. I don't know how to use. I have got fucking fake guns and everything. I don't know how to use it.
I gotta come check that out.
Yeah, next time you come, you play it. You play it.
Gotta have a barbecue and get some of that. Get that fresh
soccer
food.
game. Then I got a soccer game where they fucking, kick the ball in and you got to hit it into the goal, and I'm there slamming my fucking head against the fucking.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I gotta check that out. That's for sure.
All right, guys. Thank you, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Take care. God bless. Stay in touch.
All right. Thank you.
I appreciate it,
man.
Hey, Melvin. All right. Thank you.
Hey, Chris. Send me the tag, man. Stop playing.
All right, but I spelled it wrong, so don't be tripping.